Derek Hawks, the County Engineering Facilities Director, and I wanted to thank at first the town, a bunch of Nash County Board of Commissioners here, and town council members, and of course I see a few newspaper staff here, and of course a bunch of Nash County staff in attendance. So thank you for coming out this afternoon. We have just so you know, we have a table over here with some project-specific information. This is the Nashville EMS Station groundbreaking ceremony. So we have a site plan, we have a floor plan, we have what the front elevation of this site would look like. We also got some water. If anybody gets thirsty, there's a cooler full of water. Please help yourself. Of course, we're very pleased to finally be breaking ground on this EMS station, and it's been coming for a long time. And just so you know, there's a couple other speakers, Commissioner Belfield and Mayor Street and Brian Brantley. We're going to have a few words to say, but certainly we're here to answer any questions you might have. We're looking at about 0.8 acre site that the town donated to us, among some other things: a water tap, a sewer tap, a tap for the the sprinkler system. So we very much thank the town for their participation and support in this project. And without further ado, I will turn it over to Mr. Commissioner Belfield for a few words.
Thank you, Derek. And you know, it's good to see all of you out here. And one thing, if you want success in society today, you have to work together. Partnership, collaboration. And that's what Nash County Commissioners and the Town of Nashville done here to see to that we have a new EMS station. This station will replace Mobile, and we're always looking for a better quality of life. And there's one thing about Nash County that I've noticed ever since I've been here, is one thing that we've been trying to do. And I can remember back in the 70s, when I was working, I had a chance to go to 2 other rural counties, and I chose not to for the simple reason of health care facilities. And I just felt like Nash County was, at that time, was far superior to most of them here in Eastern North Carolina. So I chose to stay in Nash County. I've been here since December 1961. And we're continuing to make progress. And that's what a better life is all about. Looking for ways and means to have facilities that will create a provide for a better life for our citizens. Now this, I'm not going to get into all the details. I'm going to let the engineer talk about that as to the size of it and how much space and the technology that will be put in there. But it's important. You know, the weather patterns, especially across the United States now, changed. We used to have all the tornadoes mostly here in the southern, now they're moving Midwest, seem like that. We need to be ready for anything. We have to have a plan in place. And that plan is to save lives in case of in case of a disaster from nature. And so I'm just very proud that we can add this emergency station. It will aid also in a quick response, and we have well-trained workers that will operate this particular station. So I'm proud of it, and I hope you are. We put up $500,000 in the budget, and the bids came in under that, so that's great too, and we're proud of that. So on behalf of Nash County Commissioners, We thank you for your support and thank you for coming out. And at this time, I'll turn it over back to Derek. You can.
Thank you, Chairman. Appreciate it. Just to interject a few words, as Mr. Belfield reiterated, just to give you some site information, this is a 0.8 acre site. We're looking at a 3,600 square foot building. It'll have a brick facade on the full front of the building. We'll have plenty of parking. About 1,200 square feet of office space for the supervisor, for some bedrooms, kitchen, living area, exercise room, that stuff for Brian Brantley's staff. There'll be good parking, good access to this site. The town will be able to use this site to access their water tank that's right behind here. Of course, they'll have great fire protection because of that. And again, just want to thank the town. They've been very cooperative at every step of the matter, from the staff and Brian, Hassel, Jamie Baines, the town manager, the mayor, just very supportive in everything we're trying to do here. So thank you, Nashville. At this time, we're going to turn it over to Mayor Street for a few words.
Thank you, Derek. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm happy to see so many smiling faces out here. Behind me you see what appears to be an ancient forest. But when I came into this country 40 years ago, this was a drive-in movie. So the environment, if you let it go, will take care of all its problems. But it's been a long time getting this project together, and I'm very happy to be here today. And I'd like to thank the county commissioners and all their staff in helping us bring this thing together. It reflects the nature of the service demographics of our county. We've got the right place, the right location, got the right people working on it. We're happy that we were able to provide the land. We're happy to assist the county in putting together what they needed here. Most importantly, it's going to serve the citizens of our county more positive and more timely way. Many things I can say. Competition with the traffic, also with the temperature, it'd probably be better if I just moved on. But I would like to thank the town commission for working with this thing. Larry Taylor, who's with us, and Louise here, and Charles Taylor, who's holding up the shovels waiting for us. Of course, we take all the credit for everything, but the people who did the work was our planners, Brian Hassel and Blue Bunch helped them, and others before them. So anyway, thank you everybody for all your work being here. We hope this will be very successful for the county. We hope it will be taxed economically. And most importantly, we hope we'll be able to grow it into the future as we have more needs. Anyway, thank you everybody, and enjoy Nashville as long as you're here. As I always say, everybody, while you're here, spend a lot of money.
Thank you, Mayor. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Brian Brantley, the Emergency Services Director for Nash County, for a few more words.
Thank you. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here. I noticed the mayor didn't have to have any notes, but I'm a lot older, I guess, than the mayor, so I had to have some notes.
You are much older.
But I wanted to thank the county commissioners. This wouldn't be happening without the support of the county commissioners, and I also want to thank my boss, Mr. Lamb, for supporting us. A new station, there's a lot of things that go into a new station. As many of you know, in 2006, the county commissioners consolidated all EMS services throughout the county. We began looking at strategic locations. Of course, we've got to look at the services provided in the northern end of the county, the southern end of the county, and the central part of the county. And of course, with the Momire station being more to the west and the south to support the Mount Pleasant area, we couldn't do anything with this station until we got the Spring Hope station in place, which the county commissioners did in 2012. Then we started, as our 5-year strategic plan said, we've got to work and get the station moved from Momire to Nashville. And thanks to the commissioners, they went along with that. Also, without the town council, that wouldn't have happened. I remember back meeting with the mayor and Preston, and we talked about the perfect location. Our staff had looked at the east side of town. We had looked at this side of town. We had actually looked in the central part of the town. And for everybody involved, this stood out as the best location. I think our county commissioners saw that, and the mayor saw it, and he relayed that back to the town council, and that was a done deal. And again, we appreciate it. I want to thank Derek and his staff for working with our staff, laying this building out in a way that it'll work, because we are going to have more than just an emergency ambulance here. We're going to have a paramedic supervisor in this building with the 24-hour crew, and that'll be a big help for the Nashville area. And as we move the Nashville station here, there's a lot of work that goes into expanding and taking back some of the districts that exist, because of the way Momar is laid out now. Moving this truck to Nashville really changes the dynamics of the response system. And I want to thank my staff and 911 for already working on those districts, so we'll be ready when the construction company finishes with the building. Again, thanking Derek's staff, the town. I also think it would be worthwhile to thank the town of Momar and the Fire and Rescue Department from Momar. They've been a partner of ours for 28 years. I don't think it could have been a better partnership. When you put county employees in a building with volunteer firemen, there can be a lot of problems, and we've had enough. I could count on one hand with the problems we've had at Momar. They have been a great partner, the town and the Fire and Rescue Department. And again, I want to thank especially Scott Strufe and George Winston. They've worked closely with Dawn and Derek to get this thing laid out as far as the workability for our employees. And George retired at the end of June. He didn't get to see this building built as the director, but he worked hard on it. And Scott, his replacement, has worked as well with some of other employees of Scott's to get this laid out. So we do appreciate everybody being here, and again, thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Before we get to digging some dirt here, just want to say Commissioner Outlaw regretfully couldn't be here today. He had a prior commitment, and just wanted to express that to you guys. And also Chris Hill with Hill Construction Company. They're our contractor. Bids came in at just under $410,000. He's on a job site somewhere, obviously, but otherwise he would be here. But we've gotten some good recommendations about that company, so I think we've got a good contractor. We've got a good partnership with the town, and we're ready to go. So just thank everybody for coming.
You know, you've done the full building.
Come on, Lee, dig a hole.